Welcome to another episode of Zenless Zone 0. It's time for Chapter 5 of Season 2. I'm a little bit late on this one, because when it first released, there wasn't voice acting for all of it. I'm still not sure if they added voice acting for all of it, but I also don't want to wait any longer. So we'll just gonna do it now. And hope they fixed it one version later. Hi, Wise. It's been a while since Senior Shunguang left.
By the way, Belle, you remember Senior Shunguang? Did you ever tell her about those visions we saw of Senior Ye?
I mean, he did not say what was written there, so that's a bad sign.
Not yet. I only managed to say hi before she rushed off in a hurry. She made me promise not to tell Shifu that she was there. Probably some kind of secret mission, huh? Besides, what we saw were just visions of Senior Ye with Sarah. Since we only have fragments, telling her without knowing the full story might mislead her.
Okay, all of this is different from what's written. That's not great.
Makes sense. By the way, Fairy, remember the spot we tagged for periodic ether fluctuations? What's the status there now?
That's confusing. Why would you do that?
The spatial fissure has stabilized to a traversable state. Connected area, old mining site. Recommendation: proceed with investigation within the current stability window.
Sarah used Itari's ability to determine the direction she and Senior Ye both went. Looks like we need to check out that old mining site soon. If we find any more info, we can always update Senior Shunguang then.
It's weird changes to really necessary ones.
Sounds good. Shifu might have made some arrangements behind the scenes. I hope Senior Ye's doing all right.
However, on that fateful evening, when the exaltist overseer Mevorek met her end, a storm intertwining with the fates of the Ye siblings was already brewing in the depths of the Lemnian Hollow.
Does the Creator actually exist?
Isn't what you see right in front of you the best proof? The Creator knows your nightmares, knows your fears. And they even know that side of you that you've been so carefully hiding. Why keep running from who you really are?
Huh?
The Creator has never been stingy with rewards for mortals who help fulfill their grand purpose. Your dearest wish will be fulfilled by them alone.
My wish.
Yes, buried deep within your nightmares, the thing you fear most.
No!
The very thing you'd stop, no matter what it cost.
No!
The one with the most terrifying consequences.
No!
Your wish is to stop this scene from ever becoming reality, and the authority granted to me by the Creator can momentarily reduce those fears of yours to nothing. I've merely tempered the onslaught of those nightmares. If you want to sever the connection between your sister and that sword, then the Creator is the only hope for you.
Xiaoguang.
On the precipice of the abyss. Oh well, that's not going well. Everything that happened within the hollow remains shrouded in mist, and for now Subian Temple is still bathed in a tranquil, peaceful, everyday calm. before the storm. Perfect timing, Belle. Everyone from the temple went out with Belion today to help the neighbors, so it's just us left at Suibian Temple. I was about to ask you to help tidy up the guest room. Next time when Senior Xinguang comes by, we can ask if she'd like to stay over. Just then, some pretty lively laughter and chatter comes from the outer courtyard. Is everyone back already? That was quick. Should we go check it out? Go and see what's happening. Looks like a crowd. Looks like Xinguang. Well, even my wife doesn't know about my secret stash. How would you figure that out? Though there may be ups and downs, wishes come true in the end. That's basically saying I'll scrape by on my exams. You see that light brown hair and pretty red ribbon again.
All things in this mortal world are bound by fate. Patience, patience. Let me peer into the secrets of heaven.
Oh, please, help me out, young Shifu. My rooster with the pretty tails. Been gone for 3 days already. Oh, could you define whether a yellow weasel spirit might have taken him?
Oh, seems the voice acting has not been fixed. Oh well, it shouldn't be too much missing.
Senior Xinguang arrive? That tone. It kind of reminds me of Ishu and Shifu. Is she divining for people?
Don't worry, ma'am. Your rooster's perfectly fine. Judging from the hexagram, he's simply chasing after his destiny and freedom out in the vast world beyond.
Oh, is that so? But he is already quite old.
Huh?
Oh, now don't you worry. The young Shifu here knows her stuff. Don't let that young face fool you. She's got real skills. Why, just the other day, a delivery truck from Good Goods came rattling down the road, and the back door flew clean open. Whole load of cargo is about to spill out and hit someone. Then this little Shifu strolls by, gives a wave, and whoosh, everything pops right back in. Back then, nobody even knew she was Suibian Temple's acting temple master. Folks were just saying her moves had the same flair as Ishwin Shifu's.
Miss, my kite string broke and it flew so far away. It's gone. Will it ever come back on its own?
That seems unlikely.
Senior? What are you doing?
The once chatty acting temple master freezes at the sound, a flicker of caught red-handed embarrassment flashing in her eyes.
Yes, acting temple master.
With how the voice-acted text differs from the written text, I wonder if there is also gonna be different voice-acted text for what's written here eventually. It's all very confusing. Trying to keep her cool, Senior walks off to the side, mysteriously beckoning for you to hurry up and follow her.
That was close. Almost blew our cover there. Thanks for playing along. Looks like Bow Lion's intel still needs some work.
Acting Temple Master? And that Bang Boo backing you up. That's not Bee Lion, is it? It looks more like Bow Lion. The one who secretly snuck down from Yunquay Summit to train at Phylum Heights, right?
The other day, I was hanging around Waifei Peninsula when I ran into little Bow Lion. Turns out it snuck down the mountain too. We both nearly jumped out of our skins, thinking the other had been sent to drag us back to Yunquay Summit.
We met so briefly last time that we didn't really get a chance to chat. Why did you sneak down the mountain, Senior?
Well, for certain reasons, I'm not exactly allowed to leave Yunquay Summit as I please. Shifu had me in seclusion training for ages. It was so boring I could scream. Just after I came out of seclusion, I heard Shifu had to head into the city for something important. My brother and Senior Fufu probably went with her too, right? Talk about perfect timing.
Senior Shunguang's brother? That must be Senior Ye. Sounds like she still doesn't know what happened. Telling her now would only ruin her mood. I'll find a better time later.
I don't think either of you knows what actually happened.
These days, little Bow Lion and I have been traveling around Waifei, doing our part to fight evil and help those in need. Oh, and we've heard tons of stories about Shifu and your past adventures. Stuff like foiling the Exaltus conspiracy, resolving crises in the Hollows. Just hearing it all got my blood pumping. But then, my grand adventure hit a teeny tiny problem. I kind of ran out of adventure funds. I left in such a rush, I didn't bring enough with me. Just when Bow Lion and I were about to give up, a figure suddenly zipped into sight like whoosh! That was you, Junior Belle. You're my lifesaver, and the only person I can depend on in Waifei now. Please, please, you're the only one I'm close with here. You'll take us in, right? Pretty please.
Take you in? You're making it sound too formal, Senior. Swabian Temple is a Yunquay Summit chapter. Naturally, it's your home too. If you move in, things will only get livelier. Of course, we'd love to have you here. My brother Wise and I both live here, and there are other disciples around too. If you ever need anything, we can always help out.
Perfect. But now that you mention it, I do have one teeny tiny little favor to ask.
Feel free to ask me anything. What can I do for you, Senior?
First, call me Senior a few more times. I'm enjoying it.
Uh-huh.
You don't want to?
Sure, no problem. Senior Shunguang?
Yay! Well, I never get tired of hearing Senior, but given the situation, just call me Xiao Guang for now. My brother and Shifu call me that. And can I just call you by your name? Oh, and about who I am, could you keep it a secret from the others for now? It took a lot for me to sneak down here. If word gets out, Shifu will know in no time and have me dragged right back up the mountain.
Yishuan Shifu's usually so carefree. I didn't expect her to be so protective. I promise. If anyone asks, I'll just say, you're my friend who admires Yunquay Summit's way of training. They haven't seen you before, so it'll be fine.
Yeah, surely.
Awesome! You're the best, Junior Belle! It's settled then. Don't worry. While Shifu's away, if anything happens during our adventures, your senior will protect you with everything she's got. This is my first time being a senior. It feels so fun and satisfying.
Xiaogang speaks. You hear a voice calling for help from the door. You hurry to the door.
Young masters, my name is Old Zhao. I'm a miner who lives not too far from here. Something's happened over at the old mining site. I ran into some Swabian temple disciples on my way here, and they told me to find one of Yishu and Shifu's new disciples.
The old mining site. What's going on down there?
Some of our workers, and one of Banyu and Shifu's apprentices. And now they're all trapped there by the miasma.
What are miners doing there? Isn't Porthalumix under a work stoppage order? As far as I know, the acting manager is definitely supposed to be enforcing that.
Well, it's not technically a production zone. The place had been mined out and abandoned. They started shutting it down years ago. That shutdown was interrupted by the miasma disaster a decade back. Hardly any miners or their families made it out alive. They left their equipment behind, and the mine faded from public memory.
So why go there now?
But lately, people have been saying the miasma's thinned out, almost like an ebbing tide. Which got some clueless, promotion-hungry manager thinking it would be a great idea to send a team in and see if they couldn't start things up again. A few miners who had survived the disaster wanted to go back and pick up some keepsakes, so they volunteered to join the team. And now look at the mess we're in. That apprentice was supposed to be their muscle, but he hasn't made it back either. Porcelanumex already managed to rescue a few, but no one knows how long it'll take for the rest to get out. I couldn't get in touch with Banyu Shifu, and the helpers Porcelanumex sent didn't exactly put my mind at ease. So I came to ask for help from the masters at Swabian Temple.
Don't worry. Please, lead the way. I'll go with you right now.
The old mining site? That's exactly where Sarah and Senior Ye went. Perfect. I can investigate, get some solid leads, then tell Xiaoguang about it. And me too, Senior... Xiaoguang, I'm coming with you. Sir, we've got a few things to discuss and prepare first. Could you share the location with us? We'll head over right after.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I need to hurry back to help now. I'll be counting on you both.
After leaving the details, the miner rushes off in a hurry.
Well, you look like you wanted to say something earlier? Saving a few people trapped in the hollow is a piece of cake for me. Trust me, I can handle it alone. You stay here and keep Swabian Temple safe. I'll be quick, in and out, promise.
I couldn't say it back there, but you've been in seclusion all this time, so I guess Shifu and the others haven't had a chance to tell you. The truth is, before we came to Waifei Peninsula, we didn't just run a video store. My brother and I have another job. We also take on commissions as proxies.
Proxies! So that's your specialty. No wonder Shifu, who rarely takes on disciples, made an exception for you two. That means... we could actually...
Yup, we could head into the hollow to save those people. You looked really worried just now. I just gotta let my brother know about the situation first.
Yeah, helping those in danger is part of what it means to be a disciple of Yunkwei Summit. Besides, my brother and I actually go way back with Banyue Shifu. It's been years since we last spoke, but he really looked after us before. If his apprentice is in trouble, I can't just stand by and do nothing.
So you know Banyue Shifu too? He's helped us out a lot before. Let me try to contact him now.
You try to reach Banyue Shifu, but there's no reply, so you decide to tell Wise about the situation first. That would be the wise decision.
Master, Banya is currently inside Lemnian Hollow and cannot be reached at this time.
Guess we'll meet up with him on site.
Fairy says Banyue Shifu is in the hollow. Maybe he already knows about the trapped miners and his apprentice.
Sorry, may I ask who Fairy is?
I am Fairy, a Type 3 general-purpose AI equipped with total sequential integration. I am also Master's supreme assistant, the most versatile companion for holo navigation, data processing, and life management. Last but not least, when Master makes questionable decisions, I offer a modest spark of wisdom to keep things on track.
Have we told anybody the truth about Fairy before?
Hello, Miss Ye Shengguang. I have forwarded your lifestyle preference analysis report to Second Assistant. That is, the Master's rather clumsy brother, as an important reference for arranging your guest room.
Hey.
Miss Xiaoguang, if you're curious about Master's little secrets, such as how many snacks they've been secretly hoarding, whether they talk in their sleep, or which hand they squeeze first when they get nervous, I can also provide you with the report of equal depth. After reading it, you'll understand Master about 89.75% as well as I do.
Fairy, maybe we should talk about that later.
Thank you, Fairy, but I think I'll try getting to know Belle on my own. It's more fun to discover things little by little. I'll leave the Hollow Rescue and the guest room arrangements in your capable hands.
Understood, Miss Xiaoguang. I respect your spirit of discovery, and I look forward to building a peaceful life at Suibian Temple with you.
I guess Fairy can be considerate once in a blue moon. Alright, back to the matter at hand.
And what's up with that? Why is Fairy so nice to her?
Belle, you and Xiaoguang should head back first and get ready to go into the hollow. I'll set up the HDD to support you.
All right, the first team up between Phaethon and Xiaoguang begins now.
Sorry. Saving people comes first. We gotta focus on what's important.
Weird to see which lines are not translated, not voiced for some reason. Fairy has a preliminary grasp of the situation there. Some people from Porsa Lumex have been rescued, but their manager, one of the miners, and Banyue Shifu's disciple are still missing. Belle, Xiaoguang, EOS is ready. Do you want to start the Hollow Rescue now? Let's go.
Were there always flowers like these in the hollow?
I think I've seen flowers like these before. And they don't seem to show any signs of miasma corruption either. That ties back to what old Zhao mentioned earlier. Miasma in Lemnian Hollow seems to be receding like an ebbing tide. Maybe this is one of the signs that the miasma is getting weaker. Places once swallowed by it are starting to show traces of life again.
Is that so? I feel like I've seen these white flowers before. A long time ago. But where was it? Never mind. That doesn't matter now. Let's keep going.
Yep. Definitely not important.
The path's blocked. Let's use disintegration to clear the obstacle.
Are you okay? You seem to be having fun.
Someone's calling for help. Over there.
Help! Please!
Request received, dear. Time up.
negative comments. Otherwise...
You'll make sure I get back safe, right?
Well, seems we are not needed here because someone capable is already here. Quite handy, in effect.
You have to understand how important I am to this operation. If I can't submit the mine reactivation safety report...
Please kindly shut that little mouth of yours. I almost envy how blissfully clueless you are. After causing this mess, you don't even realize it. How does that saying go? Don't put your foot in your mouth.
Causing a mess? What do you mean?
Reasoning with a reckless fool isn't in my job description. I'm only here to deal with a customer complaint you filed a few days ago. Who knew you'd run off somewhere this dangerous? Finding the quickest and most efficient fix for every complaint. That's the mission of our TOPS cross-department customer service center. Just think of me as your preschooler's self-service guide. Want me to switch to the kiddie navigation mode while I'm at it?
You?
Hey, Dylan, we meet again. What's TOPS cross-department customer service center? Weren't you with Krampus?
Shh, times are tough. Gotta keep a few side gigs to stay afloat. Judging by that look, you didn't come here for sightseeing either, huh?
We heard people are trapped here. My friend and I came to help. If you're also here to rescue people, why not join us? It'll be safer that way.
Me? Oh, I'm just an unlucky call center operator who came chasing down a customer complaint. But hey, since we're all friends here, I'd be glad to help if you promise to leave me some good reviews so I can hit my quota today. Oops. There I go, running my mouth again. As soon as I say yes to something, trouble pops right up.
Few more Ethereals emerge nearby, so you tell the manager you rescued to take cover. Hello, Yeshunguang. Well, no. It's Dylan. Oh, we are summoning. Okay. I should have read that one.
Judging by the way you fight, you're from Yunquay Summit, aren't you?
What? Yunquay Summit? No, no way!
Oh yeah. Dylan's abilities don't really work without a partner, do they? This is awful. Since you're the rescue team, get me out of here first. Are there any more survivors ahead? How am I supposed to know? Just get me out of here first. Oh, my whole body hurts so bad. Ow. You organized this startup event or whatever it is, and you don't know how many people there. Arranged for someone to escort you out. If you keep trying to mess around, I can't guarantee the coordinates I leave will be accurate. There's also a miner and a young man. Saving lives come first. Let's keep moving. Here to save us, right? I'm fine, I'm not badly hurt, but you need to help that young man, quick. Young man? Where? Right there. Look down and you'll see. A kind-hearted young disciple from Banhu Shifu's martial arts school came with us, doing his best to keep us safe. He tried to help me, but I ended up getting stuck at the bottom of this cliff. My miasma's so thick down there, I don't dare go any lower. All I can do is wait here. Don't worry, we'll find a way. Thank you. I'll leave it all to you guys.
thing's still here.
The Exaltists? I thought the Defense Force wiped them all out. Didn't expect to see stragglers here. Leaving loose ends like that isn't a good habit. Seems like this place has got more uninvited guests than I thought.
You there! Speak up! What are you doing here?
Bunch of snot-nosed brats.
You?
Being ignored, Xiao Guang looks a bit flustered.
Talk now, or we'll stop being nice.
You are ignored again.
Listen, friends, that's not how you interrogate someone. He's got the right to keep his mouth shut, you know? And that's fine. He can stay quiet. But if he can't show his worth, we can always hand him over to the Defense Force. Hey, you. I've heard that some folks in the Defense Force hate your kind with a passion. If you end up in their hands, by the time you're ready to talk, they might not be in the mood to listen. Right now, you're basically an employee trying to pay off your boss's debts after the company's already gone under. No matter how you look at it, you're the one taking the loss.
All right, I'll tell you. Just don't tell them I said it.
Well, Dai Lin knows how to do her job.
Weren't you acting all ready to die a minute ago? Giving up already?
I've had enough of living every day in fear. It's all because Lady Sarah suddenly decided we have to go searching for some ancient array.
Of course it's Sarah. What kind of ancient array?
I'm not gonna lie, I've got no idea. We've been running around like headless chickens for days, no clue what we're even looking for. She just said to keep an eye out for anything that looked like it was hundreds of years old or didn't belong here. Honestly, I don't think she even knows what she's looking for herself. What rotten luck. I thought joining the Exaltists would turn my life around, but not long after I signed up, the Overseer died. And now I'm just running and hiding, living in fear. You know what? Just hand me over to the Defense Force already. I'm done.
Don't give up hope. You can still turn a new leaf and start over.
Start over? The only ones starting over are the sacrifices Lady Sarah reverted back.
Wait, sacrifices reverted? What do you mean?
Oh, that's complicated. After Overseer Meverok died, the Creator gave Lady Sarah some kind of power. I saw it with my own eyes. She turned several sacrifices back to normal. No trace of corruption at all. She called it, return to the origin.
In the visions, Senior Ye said Sarah freed him from his nightmares. She must have used the same power.
Stuff like that's way above my pay grade. But ever since Lady Sarah inherited the Creator's authority, she's gotten more and more mysterious. No one knows what she's up to. The only one still tagging along with her is that gloomy guy.
Who could that be?
Who's she with?
Oh no. Could that be?
Master, your heart rate just spiked to 140 BPM. That's caught red-handed stress levels. Your brainwaves are showing intense activity in the panic topic change zone.
Thanks, Fairy.
If you try to change the subject now, your pitch will rise by 15% and your speech speed by 40%. Credibility predicted to drop below baseline.
Belle?
We should prioritize saving people. How about we just restrain him for now and question him after?
Yeah. What matters now is finding the trapped people. I'll hold them in place for the time being.
Are you really sure it's a good idea to lie to her? Or keep this away from her?
Well then, let's keep moving.
Because I don't think it is. Island's smile lingers, faint, knowing, but she doesn't oppose your decision.
The path is blocked by rubble.
That's a massive piece of rubble. Let's take a look around.
Huge boulder is blocking the tracks. With what appears to be flammable ore scattered around, maybe you can try using disintegration to detonate the flammable ore. Don't have enough flammable ore here, but that minecart over there is packed with it. First, activate the tracks to transport the minecart here, then blast through the obstacle by detonating the flammable ore inside. Puzzling.
Looks like we need to pull the lever first to activate the right track.
Makes sense. Don't need...
Then we need to push the minecart to the rubble, right?
Doesn't sound like the hardest puzzle in the world, but I guess this is gonna get more complicated as we go. Kaboom!
The trapped person should be inside.
Better use disintegration again.
Sure love to disintegrate things.
Thanks for saving me back there. I'm Ningtian. How should I address you all?
Rep 2493. Dylan here. No need to thank me. Though, if you really want to, feel free to hop on the TOPS website, navigate to the bottom right corner, and click Contact Us to send a nice little thank you email. Don't make the title too dramatic, though, or the system might flag it as spam. Something like, Commendation. Perfect service from Cross Department Rep 2493 would be perfect. What do you think?
Getting a bit complicated there.
My friend here was just joking. She works at TOPS. Just call her Dylan. I'm Belle, disciple of Yunque Summit, now training at Swabian Temple. This is my friend Xiaoguang. She's a mystic too. And this is my assistant Eos. We heard people were trapped in the miasma here, so we came to help.
I see. It's rather embarrassing to admit, but some miners had asked Shifu for help, saying they needed protection while recovering valuables in this area. Shifu happened to be away at the time, so when I heard the miasma in Lemnian Hollow was receding, I thought maybe I could handle this myself. After all, I've trained under him for some time now. But I underestimated how dangerous it was. I got separated from the miners and ended up trapped here myself.
The Shifu you mentioned. Was it Ban Yue Shifu?
Yes. Do you know him?
We do! Not long ago, he helped me and my companions get through some big trouble. Helping his disciple now is the least I can do.
I see. What a coincidence. It's not safe here. We should go. The hollow's unpredictable. Please, be careful.
Honey.
I'm not very skilled, but I'll do my best not to slow you down.
easy to hang up on a...
Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Another pair of hands is always going to be helpful.
Bunny watching.
More creatures! Time playing hooky is valuable too. It never ends! I'll handle you all at once! I'm right here! After hearing countless voices of the dead, why not listen to your inner voice?
We're saved. It's Banyu and Shifu.
Oh good, all of Krampus is here.
Banyu Shifu always shows up right on time.
Fret not, I am here.
Support!
End this hatred!
Now we have a teammate.
Caramba, more evil creatures lurking over there.
Banyu is interesting because his moveset is very varied, almost like a fighting game character. Different combinations of button presses turn into different moves.
As I thought, there's more of them.
Surge is no issue. He is not much of a threat. Keep yourselves safe. Is everyone okay?
Shifu.
Thanks for stepping in, Banyu Shifu. We feel much safer with you here.
Thank you for helping out.
Miss Dylan, your aura seemed shaky when I arrived. Is there something on your mind?
Nothing.
Why is everybody lying?
Sorry, Shifu. I acted rashly. I thought I could save people, but I only ended up putting everyone at risk.
Don't do it again. Tomorrow morning you owe me 300 strikes on the practice dummy.
Yes, Shifu.
I've told you before, your fists must be able to defend yourself before they can save others. Compassion only counts if it's as solid as your punch. Rendering assistance beyond your strength is a second disaster. You reached for the drowning and became the stone pulling them down.
Yes, Shifu. I'll remember this and accept my due punishment when we return.
Banyu Shifu is usually so humble and easygoing. Who would have thought he'd be such a strict teacher? Very different from Yixuan Shifu.
Banyu Shifu, do you still remember me?
Yes, Xiaoguang. I saw you when I arrived. But when facing an enemy, all distractions must be put aside.
Right. Facing an enemy is like holding water in your hands. One crack and it all spills. That's why, no matter how strong or weak your opponent is, you must give full focus. That's something my brother and I learned from you when we were little.
It has been some time since I've seen you last. You've grown taller, and your heart is as bright as ever.
Wait, Xiaoguang, were you Banyu Shifu's disciple?
Oh, I don't consider myself worthy of being called a true master. I only showed Xiao Guang and her brother a few basic moves before they went to train with Yishun Shifu. Now I just run a martial arts school, teaching people how to fend for themselves. That's all.
You're far more than that.
You're a disciple of Yishun Shifu from Yunquai Summit. I've heard your sect is full of gifted mystics. It's an honor to meet you.
Oh, Yunquai Summit. When we were fighting earlier, I couldn't help noticing your sword case. It looks very interesting. Ye Shunguang of Yunquai Summit. Inside that case must be the Qingming sword, right?
The Qingming sword? Xiaoguang, you... Then that means...
Why are you looking at me like that?
Yishun Shifu told me about the side effects of the Qingming sword. You just did all that fighting. Are you feeling all right? This is all my fault. I shouldn't have let you come with me on this rescue mission without knowing the full story first.
Hey, relax. See? I'm fine. Shifu must have told you all the scary rumors about this sword, but probably didn't mention the sword case, huh? Don't worry. This case is something Shifu crafted after years of research. It keeps me safe from the sword's price. I can channel the case to defend myself. As long as I don't break the seal and draw the blade itself, there's nothing to worry about.
Surely you will never draw the sword.
Really?
It's true. If you don't believe me, you can ask Ban Yue Shifu.
Yes, that is what Yishun Shifu has explained.
Oh, you scared me. I thought my recklessness had put you in danger.
Even so, Xiao Guang, you should always be cautious.
Yes, I will. Please relax. Shifu had me train in seclusion over and over to reinforce the effects of the case. Otherwise, I wouldn't be standing here in one piece right now. Speaking of which, I have a small favor to ask. Please keep my presence in Wi-Fi Peninsula a secret.
Did you sneak down here?
Yes? But this isn't the place to talk. Let's leave this place first, and then I'll explain everything to you.
Oh, my. Sorry to interrupt. I stepped out for a moment only to witness a touching reunion, but my supervisor's probably about to show up. I've got some things to take care of, so I'll head out and let you enjoy your reunion.
Thank you so much for today, Dylan.
Getting you all into my debt's gotta be a pretty solid performance boost, huh? Don't forget to leave me a good review, everyone!
Darlene's petite figure gradually fades from sight.
Shifu, we've rescued everyone who was trapped. So, shall we?
Rescue ourselves? Yes.
Yes, let's head out.
The sound of everyone's footsteps fades into the distance, but Dylin, who left earlier, returns from the way she came with a knowing yet slightly mischievous smile on her face. At this moment, Dylin hears some unusual voices of the deceased coming from up ahead.
No, no, Lady Sarah, I'm begging you, have mercy, please! Why? Why? That Yeshuyan, you think he was truly devout enough? You knew it all along. You knew that he...
The pleas for mercy came to an abrupt end. Great! Oops, looks like I've stumbled upon some secrets again. Mission comes first. Let's wait and see how things play out.
Next up, we're off to see that impatient supervisor.
Hey, Xiao.
How does it feel to play the role of a warm-hearted person? I'm not warm-hearted. Just trying to get some good reviews to boost my performance, and helping out my new friends along the way. You're really getting into it. As your colleague, I would like to remind you not to forget about the task.
The task? Do you mean from Tops or the boss?
You're a cunning one. As Krampus's judge, whose orders do you truly follow? Whose will do you carry out? Can there be any other answer?
I'm just joking. You're always so strict, Senior Zhao. I'll retrieve that thing myself. So, did my kind-hearted senior come all this way to lend me a hand?
Lend you a hand? Even as colleagues, there has to be some sort of exchange. Since the boss allows my code of conduct, I won't act without the chance of receiving something in return.
Just as I expected. Don't worry. I don't intend to owe you a favor so lightly. After all, you are a meat-eating rabbit, Senior Zhao.
Good, you understand. If you mess up your mission, cleaning it up will cost extra. You'd better start soon to avoid complications.
I have no intention of giving up my own target, but I'll have to wait a little longer.
Wait for what? Don't forget, when I checked its operation logs, I confirmed. It's the Purge Unit Type 0. Or in other words, the killing machine designed to suppress miasma. Haven't you also visited the place where Tops deployed it all those years ago and confirmed the truth, as you call it?
At these words, Dylin lowers her gaze, and her smile vanishes entirely. The scent of blood fills her mind, her gaze sinking into a cold, scrutinizing stare. Dylin slowly walks through a stretch of long, silent ruins, within Lemnian Hollow alone. The silent rubble echoes with endless resentment and wailing in her ears. Dying screams pierce her eardrums like shards of glass scraping against her nerves. A blast erupts amidst the chaos tinged with the smell of rust, and the sharp curse crashes to the ground, gouging a searing hole in her mind. Thick, vicious wails flow forward, and the halved words, severed by slaughter, like barbed anchors, drive deep into the listener's eardrums. When she closes her eyes, the voices of the dead clamp around her throat, turning into bruises that coil and spread until the sole listener seems to taste the blood in her own throat. Drawing herself away from recent memories, she lifts her eyes again, and the coldness that once swirled in Dylin's gaze is gone.
Don't worry. I'm not questioning the accuracy of your information, Senior Zhao. It's just that there's yet another thing to chase down.
What is it?
Earlier in the hollow, did you hear any strange sounds?
Hearing the dying voices of people inside the hollow. Your ability certainly expands Krampus's intel network. The boss will use anyone as long as it benefits Krampus, and I've got no objections to that. But tell me, are you showing off your ability in front of me right now?
Ow. Kinda hurts that my favorite senior is being so defensive with me. I'm not talking about the voices of the dead. It's my own voice.
Huh? Your own voice?
That means you are dead.
Mm-hmm. That's why I find it so interesting.
Hearing strange sounds in the hollow isn't anything unusual for me. But hearing my own voice, that's a first. Could it be that I actually died a long time ago and forgot about it? And what stands before you now is nothing but a shadowless ghost.
You should cut back on these lame jokes while you're on duty. I'll look into what you mentioned. Just remember, stay focused on the main mission.
No problem. By the way, that poor Salumex idiot I saved, what are you planning to do with him?
Saving him did make your entrance more believable, but anyone who takes credit for acting on their own is always unpredictable. And I don't like that kind of unpredictability.
Yeah, those flowers are entirely fine. After leaving the hollow with Banyu Shifu and the others, Xiaoguang tells them everything that had happened.
Since I haven't been back here for so many years, I wanted to come and see it for myself. I thought, if it were you, you'd understand.
Fine. For now, Yishuan Shifu won't hear anything from me.
Really?
But you have to promise me that you won't put yourself in danger or use the Qingming sword. During the investigation, wherever you go, I'll go with you.
Banyu Shifu, you are the best! I promise!
By the way, what should we do with the Exaltist we captured? Should we hand him over to the defense force, or...?
We can question him a bit more first. But before that, Xiaoguang, there's something I need to tell you.
I have something I want to ask you, too. Since you spoke first, you go ahead.
Actually, Senior Ye didn't leave with Yishuan Shifu and the others.
You tell Xiaoguang about what you hid from her.
I was gonna ask whether you'd been keeping something important from me. You look so nervous just now. I didn't expect it to be about my brother. Sure, I can be a little reckless and all, but my brother's always been discreet and level-headed. If he made a choice like that, there must be more to it than it seems. Since you were already looking into his whereabouts, let's go together and get to the bottom of this.
Shuyuan has always been careful in what he does, but in case something has gone wrong this time, I'll help you with the investigation.
So, you're not angry?
At first, I was a bit angry when I sensed you were hiding something from me. But I'm also relieved you didn't continue to keep it from me.
I'm sorry, Xiaoguang. My brother and I were hesitant at first, but based on the information we have now, you deserve to know.
I understand. You were just worried I might act recklessly. But don't worry, I promise from now on, no more going behind your back. Please promise me you won't hide anything from me anymore, okay?
Alright, I promise. Pinky swear.
Pinky swear! Now, let's ask the others for more information.
Xiaoguang's expression returns to normal as she turns to the captured Exaltist.
The person you just mentioned, the one always with Sarah? Was it Shuyuan from Yunquei Summit?
Yes, that's him. Just some outsider who defected halfway through, yet Lady Sarah trusts him more than any of us.
Defected? Why did he defect? Do you know?
To meet the creator, of course.
Then, what do you need the ancient array for? Aside from searching for the array, are there any other plans?
Lady Sarah got her hands on some old beat-up book. Ever since she brought it back from some market in Phylum Heights, she's been obsessed. She ordered us to search for the array, said it's key to our audience with the creator. As for anything else, I've got no clue. I'm not that high up the chain. I've been busting my back all this time, never complained, never quit, and still, I'm worse off than some guy who used to be our enemy.
Dude, I feel so sorry for you.
Why would my brother get involved with the Exaltists and take part in such a dangerous mission?
Perhaps he's already secretly contacted Yishuan Shifu and plans to wipe out the remaining Exaltists in one strike.
If that's the case, why would Shifu possibly keep that from me and my seniors?
Or perhaps there's a reason he didn't tell Yishuan Shifu?
In the vision I saw, Senior Ye said he wanted to save someone, and that it was connected to his nightmares. He also said before that he hasn't slept well since returning to Waifei Peninsula. Xiaoguang, do you know anything about this?
Nightmares. Has my brother been having nightmares again? Sorry,
Xiaoguang seems to have recalled something unpleasant. Better ask her about it later. I was just curious. This info doesn't sound too reliable anyway. Let's focus on something more concrete. Since Sarah was last seen at the porcelain market, let's start from there.
I can come along tomorrow and help you all ask around. Consider it my way of thanking you. I want to be the one to hand these Exaltist remnants over to the defense force.
After you do your punch training, right, Ningxian?
That's fine by me.
Okay. Thank you, Ningqian.
A moment later, after parting with everyone, Ningxian doesn't hand over the person to the defense force as promised. Get out of here. Go far away and find yourself a new life. You're letting me go? Just who are you? You one of Lady Sarah's people? Did she send you to help me? You're played like a fool. You really think she cared for you? Played? What's that supposed to mean? That woman, she's too obsessed with the creator. There's no way you can trust her. Looks smart on the surface, but might just be another pawn being played like a fiddle. But I don't think that person will succeed either. He seemed to be living for others too. Not worth my sympathy. Who the heck are you? What on earth? Pawn? That person? Someone who actually thinks I'm worth trusting. Whatever. Why am I even telling you all this? Just go. Forget about the Exaltists and everything that happened today. No need to thank me. I simply have no choice myself, so I wanted to try giving you another choice. Ningxiang's expression remains unreadable as he watches the stumbling yet light-footed figure disappear into the crowd. And over at Suibian Temple, after a day of commotion, everything has finally settled into silence. Subanuya Shifu and Xiaoguang knew each other from way back when. Xiaoguang's far stronger than the ordinary person, and now with Banuya Shifu we should totally be able to guarantee everyone's safety. That will make things way easier. About the Shinming sword, I'm still worried. Yeah, I get what you're worried about. I mean, look at what happened to Yishuan Shifu's sister and all those sword masters that came before. Having your memories, senses, and even your life drained away. That's way too heavy a price to pay. Since Yishuan Shifu placed a seal on the sword case, she must have discovered more about the side effects of the Shinming sword. For now, let's just trust in Shifu. From now on, we should be more careful. It's best to avoid letting Xiaoguang get into any dangerous situations where she'd need to draw her sword. Tomorrow's investigation. Hope we can find some new clues. Sure. Alright, Xiaoguang's guest room is all set up. We referenced Fairy's lifestyle preference analysis report. The other seniors at the temple helped out a lot, along with Belion and Bolion. Go and check on Xiaoguang. When we first came to Suibian Temple, Senior Ye and the other disciples were super sweet to us. Now it's our turn to treat Xiaoguang to the best. Gentle words and quiet rest. Complete. Now, let's meet up with Xiaoguang. Everyone pitched in to perfect the place. Hope you like it, Xiaoguang. Do you like the room? Anything else you need? Wow, you managed to make this place so neat and beautiful in just one day. I really can't thank you all enough. Everything's perfect. I love it. Just call me Senior Xingyuan, like Junior Bell does. She told me you are really interested in our training at Yongkui Summit. Since we've got this connection, we at Suibian Temple will naturally show you proper hospitality. Thanks, Senior Xingyuan. Being with everyone makes me feel so much more at ease. It's totally different from traveling alone. I heard this place used to be even livelier. It would be so much better if everyone were here. And you can just stay here without worrying. Yeah. Xiaoguang, make yourself at home. If there's anything you need, or if you want to go shopping or grab a bite, just ask me or Belle. Okay, and this is my little home in Phylum Heights now. You both must be exhausted today, right? Why not get some early rest? After saying goodnight, Senior Sister Xingyuan goes to rest. Everyone's so thoughtful. Bad I can't reveal my identity right now. Once I find my brother, I'll definitely make a proper apology to all my fellow disciples. Don't worry too much, Xiaoguang. I'll help you find your brother. I would never doubt my brother's intentions. I'm just worried about his safety, so please, help me investigate. You've worked hard today, so go get some rest soon. Good night. See you tomorrow. Night. See ya. Maybe I can get some interesting books for Xiaoguang later. Help take her mind off the stuffiness from being in seclusion. Probably not a bad idea. The blooming potted flower looks vibrant. Xiaoguang must be taking good care of them. She just moved in. So, did Xiaoguang like her room? She said everything's good. She really likes it. Looks like Fairy also prepared some casual clothing for Xiaoguang on your behalf. When the right opportunity comes, you should ask Xiaoguang to try them on and see if she likes them. Thank you, Fairy. Let's make it a surprise for Xiaoguang. Right, but first we need to find out where Senior Ye is. Sarah went to the porcelain market, and since it's got something to do with some ancient tomes, maybe you and Xiaoguang can go to the antique shop tomorrow and ask around. I'm so curious about that ancient tome. Anyway, let's leave it for tomorrow. Time to get some rest. Meanwhile, on the other side.
So this is the side you've been hiding. I bet the people around you never had a clue. Should I call them adorably oblivious or applaud your flawless performance?
Facing Sarah's gaze, Ye Xingyuan walks out from the shadows, his expression calm.
I never intended to hide this power from them. I just never found the right moment to tell them. Ever since I returned to Weifei, the longer I was trapped in that nightmare, the clearer this form became.
The power to not wear glasses.
Convenient, though. I suppose it does make it easier to move unnoticed.
You should know better than anyone. It's not that I did anything to you. This power has always been the truth you've been suppressing. My authority comes from the Creator, so it naturally returns all things to their true state. Just like when I demonstrated to you before, I made those sacrifices return to their purest state. Now they're just aimless drifters, mindless, memoryless, poor, lost things wandering without purpose. Surely by now you understand my goal isn't meaningless destruction. The Creator can reshape the natural order and lay bare the truth itself. They see your suffering, your talent, and feel pity for your plight. Perhaps the power you and your sister share is more similar than you think.
Similar. I would have preferred if that sword had chosen me from the start.
What a good brother. But since the sword chose her, perhaps it also reflects the truth she's been suppressing. All the while, the sword is consuming her. One day, it'll eventually turn her into the coldest blade.
Maybe she's just gonna be real cool.
The Creator is different. Their power doesn't take, it gives. They can restore her true freedom, completely severing the connection between the sword and your sister, freeing her from its chains. And you will also be freed from the nightmare forever.
If it means saving Xiaoguang, I'll help you awaken this creator of yours. What about you? Why are you helping me? Or should I ask, what is your wish in all this?
I've already answered many times. For true peace. An unbreakable, ever-standing order. I still remember every one of the Creator's words of wisdom from when I was young, when I read them for the first time. Man prides himself on his cage, treating it as if it was order. But their laws are like sandcastles, easily washed away by the tide. Their principles like spiderwebs, scattered by the slightest breeze. Their existence like a firefly's, extinguished at the slightest touch. But when the Creator's call resounds, there shall be no more extinction, for the seeds of conflict will be erased. No more decay, for the arrow of time shall be stilled. No more suffering, for the restless heart shall be steadied. When they descend, the tongues of those who quarrel shall be frozen, the arms of sword-wielders hung in midair, and the hearts of the greedy turned to crystal. Absolute, eternal, unmovable, all coalesced in that clearness.
That's a lot of words you just said.
Look at this world. Birth and death, love and hatred, power rising and falling, civilizations waxing and waning. Even without the hollows, chaos and disorder would still fester, like maggots feeding on detritus.
Yeah, how do you feel about this ceremony you are getting right now?
I've realized that the Creator is the answer that can end all of this.
The answer, huh? I hope you're right. Now, I've told you the location of the array. When are you going to take the next step?
Soon. Just a little longer. That sacrifice, that flawless listener, is guarding this area. The purifying ritual to summon the Creator must go off without a hitch. Power. We need even more power to break through this miserable barrier. I can feel the Creator's decree resonating with my own longing. They are there, somewhere. A grand, cold, flawless will. So close to us.
The night grows heavy, and deep within Lemnian Hollow, something unknown, stirring in the darkness. It's a bamboo. A mysterious bamboo is there, standing alone in the shadows. Its little hands are clasped together, as if it's praying. How can you be so creepy and so funny at the same time?
Hold on a little longer. Just a little longer. Very soon, salvation will come.
A night of uproar and secrets silently sinks into the deep darkness. As morning light spills across the land, Subian Temple welcomes a new day. And Ning Xian, who brings news for everyone.
Oh.
I went to Porcelain Market this morning to ask around. Ginger from the antique shop said he remembers seeing that woman in red. She brought a severely damaged ancient tome to Ginger, saying she wants to restore it. An ancient tome. I knew it. What kind of tome was it? Not sure yet. Ginger said that since the ancient tome was severely damaged, it was a difficult job. So he recommended it to one of his old customers, who's obsessed with collecting antique books. Bargain and Biao. I got his address, so we can try our luck and pay him a visit, but Ginger also said he's met some trouble lately and might not be in the best mood. Let's go ask first. Might not have taken the shortest route. But all roads lead to Bargain and Biao. Bandits! They are all bandits! Atmosphere here somehow doesn't seem very friendly.
Final warning. Everything's in writing. Ownership confirmed. The property must be cleared within 3 days. Tops's new business plans don't wait.
My family's ancestral home, passed down for 3 generations, and now it's yours? Those documents, you fabricated them!
Times have changed. It's all about evidence, not stories. Empty your place within 3 days, or we'll clear it for you. When we clear your place, it won't be gentle. Picture your moldy old books getting crushed by a bulldozer in the landfill. See what becomes of the things you hold dear.
You bunch of bandits!
Arrogant woman leaves.
Uncle Biao? Are you all right?
A gentlewoman arrives.
All right? I'm doing great. 3 days. They expect me to clear out decades of collection in 3 days.
Sorry to bother you at a time like this, but we have a few questions. Do you recall an ancient tome restoration job from the antique shop?
Gone. It's all gone. They were after the collection, and everything's been taken.
Do you remember what kind of content was recorded in that ancient tome?
What did the person who took it look like? Did they mention where they were going?
Enough! Can't you see I've got bigger problems? I don't care where the tome went. My ancestral home, where I kept my entire collection, is about to be demolished. I ain't got no time for your questions. Go away, all of you!
Sorry to bother you. I'm very sorry.
Well, that didn't go well.
Talk about bad timing. Bargainer Biao's pretty beside himself with anger. Doubt he's in the mood to answer any of our questions.
Oh, lost at another crossroads in life? What a coincidence running into you here!
Dialin? What are you doing here?
She's everywhere.
Me? I'm, of course, here handling complaints. TOP's cross-department customer service center at your service, specialized in dealing with the toughest, most unreasonable cases.
Well, this case involves tops.
And besides, if you don't want to miss out on something interesting, you've got to keep an eye out. It's tough working at Krampus. You've got to grab every scrap of credit you can to stay off the bottom of the rankings. You freelancers wouldn't get it. Workplace competition is brutal.
Oh, sounds pretty intense.
Huh? What's with the long faces? What happened?
You briefly tell Dylin about what just happened.
What a coincidence, huh? Your luck came through again today. I'm here to deal with the same issue. Give me a moment. Let me think.
I brought the bulldozer to bulldoze that building down.
Yes, you should take some time to think this through.
Time for an ice cream break. Wait here and don't wander off.
What?
How can she be so casual about this?
I think she's just casual about everything, okay? Everyone is still exchanging glances by the time Dylin quickly returns, waving something in her hands.
Alright, it's done. That bargainer Biao is quite the interesting fellow. He couldn't possibly bear parting with that one-of-a-kind tome, so instead, he gave Sarah a replica. Turns out his cleverness has made things quite convenient for us.
That is convenient. A heavily worn and mysterious ancient tome with pages stuck together from moisture damage. Its edges are tattered, inner pages torn, making many crucial sections hard to decipher. From what's just barely legible, the tome appears to document unverified legends about arrays related to absorbing miasma and suppressing evil. How good was your forgery, duh? Like, does it matter that we have the real one?
Dylin, how did you manage to get that out of him?
Ice cream, clearly.
Yeah, Dylin. It's like you cast a spell on him or something.
How did I do that? Exactly what I did will remain a secret. But look, I've solved this big trouble for you, got you what you wanted, and even managed to save his house in the process. Counting the last time I helped you rescue people in the Hollow, and the time before that with delivering Master Lumen, it's starting to feel like you owe me a lot of favors, don't you think?
You're right. I don't know how we can repay you.
We didn't realize how much we'd been relying on you. How can we repay you?
Alright, just scan here to submit a tip. I'm just kidding. You don't actually think I'd cash in on a crisis, do you? I'm not that type of person.
Are you?
What I actually want is, whatever you're up to next, no matter how interesting or how much of a pain, count me in.
Huh? That's it?
So, to pay you for helping, you're gonna help us?
Yep, it's that simple. You should be grateful it's me playing the Good Samaritan today and not Senior Zhao. Otherwise... Anyway, do we have a deal?
Done deal.
Thank you, Dylin. You're so kind.
Yeah, I don't trust that at all.
Already putting me in the kind person category. Thanks for the compliment.
No. Even if you have other motives, your help before and today is genuine. Right now, we're walking the same path together, and that's good enough for me.
Sometimes you seem like an innocent little girl, and other times, feels like you see right through everything. Alright, let's set that aside for now and figure out our next move. Bargainer Biao said this tome is extraordinary. It talks about divine purification, and some kind of ancient array that can absorb miasma and suppress evil spirits. Whether it actually works or not, Well, that's another story.
Hearing this, Xiaoguang perks up.
This is a matter of utmost importance. Since we've already got the tome, let's head back to Swabian Temple and discuss it there.
Xiaoguang seems to have just remembered something. But ask now, or wait until we are done. We are alone.
Senior Xiaoguang, are you okay? Your expression just now seemed a bit off.
Well, someone else gonna do the asking instead.
The array that absorbs miasma and suppresses evil spirits. Actually, when my brother and I were kids, we heard bits and pieces from our parents. They seemed to know something about it.
I hadn't really heard Senior Ye mention your parents before.
Yeah. They passed away when we were very young.
Sorry, I didn't mean to bring up something heavy.
It's alright. When you think about it, how many people in New Eridu don't carry the pain of losing someone they love? Besides, Mom and Dad were a source of pride for both my brother and me. They both knew a bit of mystic arts, they were free spirits, deeply in love, wandering from place to place in their younger years, seeing the world, enjoying the mountains and rivers. Later, they came to Waife, witnessed the dangers of the miasma, and couldn't bear to see the workers in the mines suffer. So, they decided to stay and help.
Sounds like they had a very fulfilling life.
With everyone's help, they settled in the residential area near the mines. I was born sometime after that. I was too little to remember much, just a few scattered memories of life back then. But whenever I see the look on my brother's face when he talks about those days, I can tell. They must have been happy. Really, really happy. My brother said that before they passed, they were looking for a better way to suppress the miasma, never expecting that the outbreak 10 years ago would take them so suddenly.
Your parents, did they perish in the miasma outbreak at the old mining site 10 years ago?
I think that's exactly what she just said.
Yes. It was chaos back then. I was too young to remember clearly. My brother was badly hurt and unconscious. By the time we finally woke up at the rescue, they were already gone. After that, we just scraped by with whatever help we could get. Kind people like Ban Yue Shifu would check in on us every now and then. Not long after, he entrusted us to the care of Yunquei Summit.
At that time, I heard that Yunquei Summit was taking in orphans. Since I was leading a rootless life, entrusting the important task of caring for 2 children to Yixuan Shifu was the safer choice.
Ban Yue Shifu, did you also know Xiaoguang's parents?
We had just a few brief encounters. Back then, I would sometimes help out a little in the mining area.
I'm deeply grateful for your care, Ban Yue Shifu. Belle, do you remember asking me before whether my brother had been having nightmares? After our parents passed, and before we went to Yunquei Summit, my brother would often have nightmares of our parents being killed by a monstrous figure in the miasma. After we settled at Yunquei Summit, with Shifu and the others by our side, those nightmares gradually subsided.
Could it be that coming back to Waife has brought those nightmares back?
Such a tragic story. And the chaos that happened all those years ago, the truth is impossible to unravel. It makes sense that your brother is losing sleep. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths.
Huh?
At those words, both Ye Xiaoguang and Ban Yue fall silent. Let's break it.
Let's not dwell on the past. It's getting late. We should head back and discuss our next step.
Right, sorry. Talking about my parents always throws me off a little. What matters now is finding my brother. Let's move.
Shaguang and the others gradually fade from view, but Ban Yue lingers. It isn't just the miasma that can lead to people's deaths. Seemingly casual words, yet the cries of the past ring in his ears once more.
Please. Please. Our two children are still so young.
The picture we saw earlier had a very menacing Ban Yue. That shadow could also be.
I wish I could see them grow up. And not leave them all alone.
Please. I'm begging you.
A hand reaches out from behind, pulling Ban Yue back from his silence into the present.
Shifu, aren't we going to follow them? You look like there's something on your mind.
It's nothing. Let's go.
Were you less in control in the past? Or just literally evil? The existence transcends mortal measure, standing with the divine, or perhaps... In ancient times there were sages who could communicate with the divine, observing the celestial changes. They knew miasma would converge during the peak of celestial. They built this array, gathering and purifying the miasma, to restore the world to... With the array complete, though the evil is subdued, yet to summon desire, to awaken power, array core, willing sacrifice as the key, sincerely depth. So we leave this method, if descends, the consequences are unpredictable. That is indeed a lot of important things missing. After reading the cryptic tome, everyone puts together all the information so far.
Aside from the sections that are too damaged to read, we can confirm now that Sarah and Senior Ye were investigating the array described in the tome. This array is closely tied to the creator that Sarah seeks. Perhaps it's a crucial step for their so-called audience with the creator.
But the array's purpose is to suppress miasma. From what we've seen of the Exaltists, people who treat human lives like weeds, their creator doesn't exactly seem the merciful type.
Sarah sent the remnants out to search. The array might be near the old mining site. Xiaoguang, you lived there before. Do you remember anything about it?
I'm sorry. It's all my fault. If only I could remember more. If only I had talked with my brother more.
Don't be too hard on yourself. I've sensed something off in the depths of the hollow for years now. I've gone searching more than once, but always came back empty-handed. I'll make another trip. Just wait for my word.
Wait. Going in aimlessly right now is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. Xiaoguang, among the old mining site survivors, is there anyone you've stayed in touch with over the years?
Maybe I've been deliberately avoiding ties to the past. After joining Yunquei Summit and becoming the Qingming Sword's wielder, my contact with the outside world has become even more limited.
Master, I've located the list of survivors from the old mining site. Most of them have settled in the Silum Bay area.
Don't worry. Some survivors from the miasma outbreak are now settled in Silum Bay. They might have some information about the array.
Island Bay. I'm pretty familiar with that area. It's crowded and full of all kinds of people. Asking around one by one would take forever. Why don't we split up so we can cover more ground? No time to waste. I'll go on ahead. Join me when you're all set.
Didn't even wait for an answer.
Sounds good to me.
Using the addresses Fairy found, everyone sets off in different directions. Who is unfriendly? Banui? Can you repeat that? Okay, that's all you say, huh? Things have changed so much. Back when my brother and I had to stay here, this place was just a haphazard mess of makeshift shelters. Now it feels like a proper settlement. The past fades like dust. It's been years since you faced the past. You must be feeling pretty conflicted right now. Yeah, Ningxian and the others got here before us, so they must have gone down already, right? Somehow, now that I'm here, I'm feeling kinda nervous. Hey, doesn't that miner up ahead look kinda familiar? Looks like it's that person we saved earlier. Let's start by asking him. People are talking about someone. Not sure if it's Banyu. Ah, it's you guys, the ones who saved me. So it's you. Are you feeling better? Also, I'm not sure if I've seen this poster before. Is that a character that will exist at some point? Much, much better. Thanks to you and your friends. I was just thinking about how to thank you all, and here you are. Don't worry about it. We were simply doing what was right. We're just glad to see you are safe and sound. But we're here today to ask about something, if you don't mind. Ask away. If I know anything about it, I'll tell you everything. No beating around the bush. Ask about the array. Arrays? Divine deities? Why is it always... My old man mentioned it once. Over the past few decades, outsiders would show up every now and then, and some who just moved into the staff family quarters and kept sneaking deep into the mining area. They were always asking the old-timers at the mine about stuff from way back when. Seems like they are digging for info about some mystical arrays or whatever. Did they find anything? I just remember that there was this guy who spoke real nice, and a woman who was always smiling. They even helped treat my old man's illness. They were good people. Once they even said something about making progress on whatever they were doing. And then, well, then everything went south, didn't it? All those things they tried probably didn't work out. If it had worked, maybe that disaster wouldn't have happened. If there really was such a deity, people wouldn't have died and families wouldn't have been torn apart. Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details around the time of... Besides the array, do you perhaps remember any other details around the time of the incident 10 years ago? Any details would help. Other details? There's something I remembered recently. Last time I went into the hollow, I just wanted to check out my old place. I got stuck before I could make it there, but I did spot these really nice looking white flowers blooming all over. White flowers again. Nice looking white flowers. We've seen something like that before too. Yeah, folks have been saying those white flowers are a good sign that the miasma's receding. Come to think of it, I vaguely remember seeing something similar in the mine shafts where my folks walked, back when we lived in the mining district 10 years ago. The area around those white flowers was clean too, no trace of miasma in sight. Back then I thought it was fun to hide next to those white flowers whenever I got into trouble with my folks. It felt oddly comforting. They seem oddly dangerous. That's pretty much all there is to it. After that, the miasma outbreak happened and we couldn't even go home anymore. Not many survived, some moved far away, others relocated here, and well, as time passed, we just lost touch. Come to think of it, it's quite a coincidence. Recently, besides you, well, you're my savior, so I might as well be honest. Someone else asked me about that array stuff too. It was this young man who even gave me a fat stack of hush money, telling me not to breathe a word of this to anyone else. Well, here I am. Said something about how this info was tied to some dangerous stuff and they couldn't let more people get caught up in it. Young man. Could it be Senior Ye? What did he look like? Did he have brown hair, wear glasses, and was dressed in Yunkui's summer training attire? Huh? No, he was nothing like that. He was a tall, slim man in black clothes with black hair. There was this certain aura about him. He spoke politely and was quite generous too. If he hadn't saved me, I would have kept my lips sealed about him. Well, yeah, it changed a little bit. So it wasn't. Don't feel down. You still make good progress on this trip. Let's check some other places and see what we can find. Just then, Nin Qiang's somewhat anxious voice comes from not far away. Is Ning Xian being held up by someone? Let's go check it out now. Oh good, he's getting scammed. I have important matters to attend to. Please stop pestering me. Hey there, don't leave, friend. I just said I see darkness clouding your vision. There's some terrible malignance locked between those brows of yours. If this great master's calculations are correct, you must have lost a close family member. This weighs heavily on your heart, and if left unresolved, great misfortune may befall you. Luckily, you've met me for just 5,000 dennies. You? What the hell are you talking about? Get out of here! The fortune teller looks embarrassed, but quickly locks eyes with Xiao Guang, and as if finding a new target. Hey there, young lady, you have a most spiritual aura. Come, let me read your fortune. We can work out a good price. It's fate that we met. This is terrible, a terrible omen. The stars have fallen, the moon has broken, your path is fraught with peril, barely a glimmer of light to be seen in the dark. My lady, you may face a great calamity soon. To overcome this tribulation, you need... What nonsense. This acting needs some work. So now you want us to pay to break the curse? Something tells me this guy's predictions might get closer than he ever got before. Mister, while I'm not great at divination myself, I have a master who's an expert. Kan is in the north, Li is in the south. I'm sorry, but your compass is wrong. At the position of the Dui and Sun trigrams, they're not quite right either. We've got other matters to attend to, so we'll take our leave now. Why do I keep running into tough nuts and experts these days? That guy the other day saw right through me too. Even little girls aren't so easy to fool anymore. This gig's getting harder and harder to pull off. Fortune teller grows frustrated with embarrassment, recalling that tall, dignified young man in black from the other day. Young man, your face speaks of noble fortune, but I see a hint of worry between your brows. Let this great master read the fortune I've laid out for you. Hey, don't mess with that. Keep your hands off, I say. Victory at all costs. Shifu always said divination was my worst subject, too restless and unfocused to get accurate readings. But this time, I choose to trust in my divination. If no word comes when that wretched creature appears, I will give it my all. Why is everyone staring at Banyu and Shifu? The atmosphere is getting weirder and weirder. Let's go back. Huh? Right now, I actually want to look around some more to see if there's anyone else my brother and I used to know. Why don't you head back first? Don't worry, I'll be back soon. Xiaoguang is so focused on finding her brother that she hasn't even noticed the strange atmosphere. Let's head back with Banyu and Shifu first. Very well. So... I ran away in a huff back then, just because you made that seaweed mung bean soup too salty. After all these years, I never got a chance to taste that soup again. Who are you talking to? The cat? Is Xiaoguang also around still? Doesn't seem like it. At least not in the visible space. Look, it really is that heap of scrap. Our Shu must have been blind back then, bringing that thing back from the hollow and treating it like a person. Our Shu treated it with such kindness, and look at how it repaid her, just standing by and watching her die. No wonder they said it was a killing machine before. That thing's got no heart. Yeah, I mean it. It didn't even had forbidden fruit test or... Poor Ashu saved such a thing and brought it back, and now she's gone and her only brother. No one's heard from him in years. Banyu Shifu, what on earth is this? Years ago, I committed an unforgivable sin. The evidence is irrefutable, beyond any dispute. The resentment, their boundless hatred, it is the karma I deserve. I must bear it. One day, I shall explain it all to you. But not now. That would be a spoiler. You return to Subian Temple with Banyu. Although I feel we've seen quite a bit of what happened. And can maybe make our own ideas.
Banyu and Shifu, about what just happened.
My apologies. My unannounced visit has caused trouble for the people here. Oh, the blame is mine. Please don't let it trouble you. If there are words that can ease even a bit of their pain, then it is a burden I should bear.
I understand. I won't ask further. But if you ever want to talk about it, I'll always be there to listen.
Thank you.
Banyu gives you a grateful look, while staying silent. Soon the others return. Everyone gathers to share what they've found.
So those white flowers we noticed last time also appeared before the miasma outbreak back then. Xiaoguang's intuition was right. If the white flowers are showing up again, it must be a sign of something.
But probably not a good sign.
And the array that's been repeatedly mentioned, some of the survivors remember it, so it seems like it really does exist.
Whether Sarah is after the array for good deed for the day or not, we need to visit the old residential area near the mining site.
Agreed.
Xiaoguang, are you gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. If the leads brought us there, then it's time I faced the past.
All right. Once everyone's prepared, we'll set out.
Well, I feel everyone's prepared. And we can bring someone else.
No matter where we go, meeting you is the real reward.
I'd bring Xiao, but I don't have her well equipped yet. But she would fit the team so well. What are you two in terms of roles? Stun physical, I guess. Attack fire.
My dream seems to have become a reality.
Got a new ghost story to
Why
share?
not just a support then? Or no, more fire. How about that? More fire and more stun.
Master, the route has been mapped. Destination, the old mining site's residential area.
Where the mind dwells, the sword follows. The next line of the sword control mantra is reflecting the void, right? No, it should be enlightenment within. Oh, where the mind dwells, the sword follows. Enlightenment within, awakening Qingming.
Guang, could you possibly focus on the fight?
Oh, finally got it right. Looks like our Xiao Guang is a bit off her game today. Did you do something bad last night and ended up whispering the spell to your pillow in your sleep?
The next part should be stellar circulation? No, wait, it's... Huh? That's strange.
Xiaoguang, you don't look so well. Maybe we should take a break.
No need. I just got a little distracted. Maybe it's because I'm walking this familiar yet strange road again. My mind just can't quite keep up.
Are you sure you're all right? We can take a short break. There's no need to hurry.
The secrets hidden in that place aren't going anywhere. If you're not feeling well today, we can go another day.
I'm okay, really. Stellar circulation. Qingming leads the way. See? I just got distracted earlier. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, you seem distracted.
We're getting close. There appears to be a barricade ahead.
More minecart shenanigans. Sure seems like it.
Blocked again? Now I kinda understand those customer complaints that keep holding up the line.
Annihilate!
Well, I think we need to do more minecart shenanigans. First, we need a minecart. I assume. Which is right there. Is there any reason to drive it in here? Probably not.
Looks like we gotta clear these miasma tumors and find a minecart like last time.
See, I would have started without being told that. These minecart tracks look more complex than last time.
There's a control panel over there. Now we can head back and try operating the minecart.
Not letting me even do that one first.
Hard to believe it still works after all these years.
It seems that the workers put a lot of heart into making these machines.
There's another one here.
Alrighty, now we're finally on track to blow up! Xiaoguang, why so quiet?
This bridge. I'll take a closer look once the rubble is cleared.
I find it weird that they set up this whole puzzle, but just don't let you experiment.
Belle, the other side of the bridge is where the residential area used to be.
This bridge leads to where Xiaoguang used to live.
This bridge. When we were kids, my brother loved bringing me to the middle of it to play. He said the view of the river was clearest from there. We'd always compete. Whether that was who could throw a stone farthest or make a bigger splash. He always let me win. Back then, the bridge felt so long. Like it went on forever, and it would never end. And on that day, 10 years ago, all I remember is it was dark and noisy. Screams and the sounds of things collapsing. And that suffocating feeling. Like I couldn't breathe or move at all. There was a figure. Tall and steady. Holding me and my brother. It felt safe and reassuring, but also cold.
Cold like metal?
The figure ran swiftly across the bridge, carrying us. I remember the bridge rushing by beneath us, the wind in my ears, and the sound of his heavy footsteps.
That figure was the one who saved you and Senior Ye, right? Do you still remember who it was?
No, I don't. But that was when I realized, in moments of danger, being saved, even in a slightly cold embrace, can bring such deep comfort.
Is that so?
Let's keep going. We'll cross this bridge with you, together, to the other side.
Those floating boulders. I feel like I've seen them before. They must have some special use.
Wish they'd fall someday and put an end to every creature that gets in our way.
Floating in the sense of in the air, not in the water. That may have been a little bit overkill for these small fry. It's not like it's gonna take Dylan forever to get back up to energy.
There are even more of those white flowers. The further we go, the more there are.
End this hatred! Not this small unshattered!
Hey.
Seem to be more white flowers here compared to everywhere else we've been through.
Those stone lion statues over there. They're completely different from how I remember them. This place used to be so lively.
Well, that one definitely is different than how you would remember. But that one seems fine.
Time truly is relentless. Just 10 years, and the statues over there have already eroded so much. The wind whistling through these empty windows almost sounds like weeping.
It feels so empty and desolate.
I want to take a look around on my own for a bit.
That's probably for the best. Everyone should take a look around. Bonnier, I heard you used to come here to help out. Why are you so quiet now that you've returned? Bonnier?
Banyu remains silent, seemingly deep in thought.
Ever since we've entered this area, Shifu has been unusually quiet. Perhaps he sensed something.
He might be lost in memories. The surface of the stone lion statue is covered in cracks as Banyu gazes at its base. A stream of past memories flickers deep within his core. Vicious substance detected. Risk assessment 0%. Composition analysis fructose. Plant fiber. Metal fingers sink into the orange-red pulp. Frosting sticking to the mechanical joints. Tactile feedback. Contact with soft object. Classification. Human gift.
Here, take these. They're homemade dried persimmons. Really sweet.
What nice coloring. The art in this game always wins.
Whoa, Mom! You can't see it, but he's not even sure if he can eat them.
Oh, thank you.
See that? I told you he can understand us.
Thanks a lot, big guy. Because you helped clear the collapsed tunnel, the kids can all go home for dinner.
Here, this is for you.
A pale wild flower is suddenly wedged into the joints of the mechanical arm. A strange warmth spreads along the arm plate. It's the heat from a human palm.
I don't know where you come from, and this old lady can't even see what you look like. This suit of armor feels awfully cold to the touch, but I know there's a warm heart beneath it all.
Are you able to tell us what we should call you?
Abnormal core temperature fluctuations. Purge unit type 0 command. Suppress miasma at all cost. Overridden. Banua's core emotion module permanently activated. Mission name Rebirth. Core memory unlocked. The Ethereals around here have been pretty much cleared out. I think I'll take a walk by myself, see if I can find anything. Let's split up and do some investigating. Maybe we'll find something. Indeed. Proceed with caution. Seems to be a strange presence over here. Seems to be a playground over here. I prefer the playground. This way of descent that you speak of, from your words it sounds like not just anyone can pave it. That silhouette, Shiyuan. Of course, only the devout, one who completely surrenders body and soul, anchoring themselves solely to their supreme will, can sense their presence and invoke their descent. You're beating around the bush. Don't tell me you still don't trust me. I helped you locate the array, so you should give me more concrete details. I've already said, when the creator descends, only I can determine whether or where they'll appear. This is my sacred honor, and also a boundary that cannot be crossed. You need only follow in my footsteps. Even if someone were to tail us here like rats, trying to watch us in greed, it would all be in vain. Go any further, you won't be able to hide that side of yourself anymore. Better face who you really are, yes, Shiyuan. Just remember this, everything comes with a price. What you cherish, what you protect, what you fear to lose, perhaps they can all become the nourishment that feeds the new order. The illusion ends here.
This has happened before. Something in me seems to trigger a reaction from the miasma, recreating these scenes from the past. But I'm not sure how it works, or how accurate they are. If that is a recreation of the past, judging by where the visions appeared and what they said, the array is most likely somewhere beyond this door. I trust your judgment, Xiaoguang. And I trust Senior Ye too. If we keep following their trail, I'm sure we'll figure out why he hasn't sent word back yet.
Xiaoguang pushed the door, but it wouldn't budge.
Huh. It seems to be locked.
How do you open it again? Back then, one of the neighborhood uncles set up a secret lock to keep the kids out. But later, some of the older kids overheard the password.
Xiaoguang, did you remember something?
I thought that after so many years, and with all the chaos back then, I wouldn't remember much. Yet the moment I got here, some memories just came back on their own. If we walk a bit further back and go upstairs, there should be a platform. Dad would sometimes sit there, and I'd run over, cling to his back, and ask him to tell me stories. He said every star was once an extinguished miner's lamp, and that the lumite ore mined from the tunnels was made from stars dreaming and falling to the earth. I later realized he feared the miners who died in the miasma would be forgotten. Just like now. How I'm afraid of forgetting his voice. Why don't you check out the other places first? Let me think a bit. Maybe I'll remember.
All right, I'll check other places first. Stay safe, and don't push yourself too hard.
Let's go play at the playground.
Go on. Hate. The monster who stood by and let death through.
Someone's already playing at the playground. A place once filled with children's laughter and joy, now covered by a thick layer of dust. Even after being abandoned for years and ravaged by disaster, you can still clearly feel the dedication of its original designers. Every inch of this small area was carefully planned out, just to carve out a lively playground for the next generation amidst this harsh mining district life. It stubbornly resists being forgotten, announcing to the world that people once strived so hard to put down roots and live here, infusing joy and hope into their ordinary days.
Ugh, it's so quiet here. It's giving me the creeps. Dylan, have you found anything?
Well, found another really nice location for a picture.
Quiet. Huh. I suppose so. But in a place where people struggle just to get by, quiet can mean something else. Either too hungry to speak, or holding their breath to what's happening outside. If it weren't swallowed by the hollow, even an abandoned place like this would still have some signs of life. The scurrying of mice inside the walls, the drip of leaking pipes, and the wind whistling through the broken window cracks.
Ellen's calm expression shifts, replaced by a complex gaze blending concentration with a strange sense of understanding. She hesitates for a moment, showing a hint of confusion.
Under what circumstances would a person feel thankful toward their killer?
Thankful? Towards their killer? That's pretty heavy. Why ask something like that all of a sudden? Did you hear something again?
Ye Shunguang's parents being thankful for Ban Yue saving them, even though he killed the parents.
I asked first. Aren't you going to answer my question?
Thanking their killer. Maybe it's for a sense of release? Like when someone's trapped in despair and suffering. Or perhaps it marks the end of revenge, making the killer live on with that guilt. That's a punishment harsher than death. There's another possibility. Sometimes, only by dying yourself can the person you care about most keep on living.
And that seems to be the correct one. Well done, Belle.
Only by dying yourself can the one you care about most keep on living?
The swing comes to a stop, and Dai Lin seems lost in thought. What's wrong? Want to chat more with you. If you've got any questions for me, now's your chance to ask. About your abilities. You noticed, didn't you? In the hollow, I could indeed hear voices left behind by the dying. This is my power and a tool to achieve my goals as a Krampus judge, to uncover the truth. Judge? Looks like Senior Shao hasn't properly introduced us yet. Since the famous Faithful is now considered an ally of Krampus, I guess there's no harm in telling you. Where the branches fall, judgment awaits. We are the core members of Krampus with the talent and authority of auditing and judgment. Sounds pretty badass. I don't think of us as some rigid uniform organization. We are way more interesting than that. In Krampus, as long as one etches their duty to the mission in their bones, Every judge can wield their own unique gauge. The same mission can play out completely differently in the hands of different judges. The way it's interpreted, the standards of execution, the focus of evaluation, everything varies based on the gauge we hold in our hearts. Pretty cool, right? Way more fun than just following orders like a robot. Even if one of them is a robot. And much more dangerous. Truth is my only gauge. In your opinion, which is more trustworthy? The words of someone standing alive before you who can talk endlessly, or the final confessions of those teetering at the death's edge, which is closer to the truth? Depends on the situation. But for me, everything in my past has proven that the promises of the living are cheap, while the curses of the dead are all too real. Perhaps it's only when we plummet completely into nihility, when there's nothing left to grasp, that we truly shed all our masks, calculations, and the lies born from our survival instincts. In that moment near death, what's revealed is often the most primal truth that a person can no longer twist or sugarcoat for themselves. Those sounds, though faint, broken, and thick with the stench of bloody foam, they are like the clearest dewdrops on a spider's web, revealing carefully concealed patterns. Looking at it the other way, a cunning living person's every move, every word is like a carefully woven web, making it impossible to see clearly. So proxy, sometimes it's worth paying attention to echoes from the past. When the time comes to repay those debts of deceit, will you stand by my side? After all, I really don't want to be your enemy. Who are you gonna judge this time? Now's not the time to reveal everything, but what I can tell you, Proxy, is that I'm not your enemy. Before we piece together the full truth ourselves, there's nothing wrong with indulging in a moment of peace. Alright, Q&A over, go check out some other places. What's on the other side? I didn't look there yet. Well, Banyu is there. And some rubble. Corner with a strange vibe. Some of the building ruins and wall sections are unusually smooth. Unlike natural breaks, the scratches look more like they were carved by some kind of sharp wingtip. Are there any winged monsters around here?
Do you hear the bones wailing? This shell has long been overloaded. You couldn't even feel the softness of flowers and grass. Why bother playing the fool who guards the spring? Why keep moving forward with a broken vessel? You still have an easier, happier choice. No more shackles of atonement. No more chains of duty. Exile into nothingness is the most complete repayment for those sins.
Hope you didn't say that out loud.
It's you.
Banyu Shifu, what's wrong?
I think I just heard a strange, eerie voice.
Yeah, I heard it too.
Is it that weird voice Dylan mentioned before? If it's back again, is something off here?
Yes, I can sense extremely strong miasma behind these walls. That voice creeps in quietly and clouds the mind. It would be best to keep your guard up. I've also noticed something peculiar. The miasma is thick here, but when we approach the field of white flowers, it seems as if the corruption dissipates.
Now that you mention it, I have the same feeling. So the miasma thinning out like an ebbing tide isn't as natural as it looks. It's like the white flowers are guiding the miasma to collect in one direction. Strange white flowers? Weird voices? Something's definitely off in this hollow. Xiaoguang and I even saw visions near the door of Sarah and Senior Ye heading deeper inside. If our guess is right, the array they were looking for should be in that same direction.
In that case, it's too dangerous to just rush in blindly. Let's wait for everyone to finish investigating, then regroup before deciding our next move.
Can I have a Q&A with you? Doesn't seem like it. Who do we have here? Okay. Why is there still no response? If it comes to that point, then I'll have no choice but to... Not illusion. Senior Ye seems to be secretly waiting for something.
Let's return to the central area up ahead and regroup with everyone.
Oh look, winged enemies.
Why are there sacrifices here? I've never seen ones like these. Could it be Sarah's doing?
This one bears a strange aura. It feels off.
Why does it feel like it's focused on Dialin and Vanyu Shifu? This gross feeling like I'm being watched. It's all too familiar.
Dreadful depths. I call to purify. I stand unyielding.
The miasma here is so intense.
Such a vicious aura. Let me gauge what it's capable of. That attack's dangerous. Don't rush in. Find a way to counter it.
Save your lessons for your obedient little students.
Well, I'm doing a great job dodging it. Or countering it.
Not this small, I'm scared!
After the sacrifice is defeated.
The creators call.
The miasma's getting thicker. Be careful.
Are you still chasing the so-called truth?
Enough sneaking around! Show yourself!
Don't forget, who wants to stuff with its illusion? But it's more devastating than an outright lie.
Hurry up and pack your stuff. What's there to be so sentimental about in this dump? It's all gonna be swallowed by the hollow anyway.
What's the rush? Didn't city management say they've hired some powerful medium? They said we just need to draw a lot and it'll all be fine.
Let's go. Time to draw lots. Fong, where's that little tag-along of yours?
Auntie Fong.
It's me. Why are you hiding here? You haven't eaten, have you? Everyone's gone ahead already. We should go too once you've eaten something.
those people were just talking about drawing lots. What's that?
Ah, don't be scared. I'm right here for you. That drawing lots thing is just for show. Nothing's going to happen to you, Dylan.
Evacuate? Nonsense. If we just choose one person, use them as a shell, and borrow their life, I can guarantee everyone's safety.
Well, lots were drawn, and we draw the short stick.
Each person values their own life. That's precisely why we are drawing lots to decide. All right, fair and square. Everybody's happy. The heavens have already made their choice. It is you, unlucky girl.
Don't be sad, Auntie Fong. I'm okay.
I just wanted to live! Why?
This is the end. It's too late now. Too late! All I ever wanted was just to live an ordinary life.
My last wish.
Alive. You are already dead, and I'm going to die soon.
That trick. Who knows how many times they pulled that one? Now, we're all gonna die!
I should have evacuated. Why did I ever believe that crap about a shell and borrowing lives? Those scamming bastards! And that old wretch made us draw lots. They'll pay for this with their lives!
Draw lots. Scamming. Oh, going to die. Auntie Fong! No, I have to think. Figure out a way to get out of the hollow. I must warn her.
Over here! This way!
Follow these voices. I have to get out. I have to tell Auntie Fong. That medium and those people from the outside, they are lying.
How could this happen? Where's that old witch? Where are the people from the city construction company? Help!
Didn't you say if that kid drew the lot, everything was gonna be fine? Oh, it was your idea. What do you have to say about this?
I thought I'd found someone to die in our stead, but who could have known?
Dylan! 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 I'm fine. I fell into their trap. I got careless.
Dylan, Banyue Shifu, are you alright?
After that sacrifice disappeared, you both just froze in place. No matter how we tried to get your attention, you wouldn't respond. We were really worried.
Was that voice back again?
Yes.
What did it say?
Just alluring whispers meant to worm into my mind, trying to tempt me into giving away my power.
Huh. Could it mean the creator's call? That the sacrifice mentioned was really from the actual creator? But why is the voice only targeting me and Banyue? You guys really haven't heard anything since we entered this area? A voice that sounds like your own whispering in your head?
A voice like my own? No, I haven't heard anything like that. But when you two froze, the Qingming sword reacted slightly in its case. The case was sealed by Shifu herself. This is the first time I've seen it react like that.
Well, that's clearly a good sign. If the giant deadly compass needle is pointing around.
That's even more interesting. Seems something else in this hollow has had its eye on us while we've been searching for the array in Yashuyan. Who knows why it's here, but whatever it is, chances are it's not some merciful deity. Anything that messes with our minds like that isn't here to save anyone.
There's an unknown presence lurking in this hollow. Even someone as strong as Banyue Shifu got caught by it. This isn't the time for me to be reckless. With so much at stake, and for everyone's safety, we should report back to Yunquei Summit before proceeding further. Shifu and the Elders know Limnian Hollow better than anyone. Someone may know what's behind all this.
Xiaoguang's got a point. Plus, the miasma is really thick behind the barrier, and that weird voice could come back any time. We'd better get out of here.
I agree. Having that voice keep crawling into my head, starting to get on my nerves.
Yeah, it's giving you the flashbacks.
Banyue Shifu? Well, what do you think?
Thinking terminated. Banyue takes one last look at the sealed gate and nods. And then we left. After returning to Subian Temple, Xiaoguang tells the mystics there what's going on.
So you're Ye Xingguang, the one who inherited the Qingming sword at a young age. I've heard that your talent really stands out among the younger generation of Yunquei Summit, and that you might even be the most likely to become a Void Hunter.
No more lies. Time to come clean.
That's more praise than I deserve. Everyone, it was my recklessness that kept me from realizing how serious the situation was. I shouldn't have kept things from you. I owe all of you a sincere apology.
Sorry, everyone. I wanted to wait until we had some leads on Senior Ye's whereabouts before telling the truth. I never thought we'd come across something like that weird miasma fluctuation.
After our trip to the Hollow, I understand just how serious the situation really is now. It concerns the safety of Waifei Peninsula, so I can't hide things anymore. We grew up together. No one knows him better than I do. He's honorable and loyal. He would never abandon his morals or hurt others for selfish gain.
Xiaoguang, Junior, we understand how you feel. We all know what kind of person Senior Ye is. We've already contacted Yishuan Shifu. She's tied up with some other important matters at the moment, but she'll head here as soon as she can. Until then, the decision rests with her.
Thank you for your trust. There's no need to be so formal. Just call me Xiaoguang like before. And please, help us get to the bottom of the abnormal miasma fluctuation before Shifu arrives.
Of course, we'll do everything we can. But Xiaoguang, for now, you should remain here at Suiban Temple. Junior Bell, please stay with her.
Huh?
Yishuan Shifu specifically requested that you not take part in the investigation under any circumstances.
What? But...
It's for the sword's reason, isn't it?
I'm sorry. We'll head out and start investigating with the other mystics at first light tomorrow. You just wait here for our return, alright?
With that, Xingyuan leaves together with the other disciples. Xiaoguang is left standing there, hands clasped tightly together, her expression clouded with helplessness.
It's always like this.
Yishuan Shifu was worried. Worried about my safety. I understand. I've always understood. Shifu cares for me deeply. Even with Shifu's personally crafted seal on the sword case, she's constantly worried. Worried that the power of the Shinming sword might spiral out of control. Worried that I might end up like her sister, High Preceptor Yi Xiang. But having to stay behind everyone, being kept safe, watching everyone else face danger while I can only wait. It's just... With that gloomy look on your face, you hardly seem like the Ye Shunguang I know. Being able to face any situation with composure, isn't that the kind of person you are? Xiao Guang, you're too tense. After everything that happened today, what you need most right now is to get some proper rest and recharge. How about we rest for now? Let's get ready to receive tomorrow's news in tip-top shape. Sorry, I've troubled everyone again. Let's all get some rest today. True name, like a lock. And then we head for bed. Or, you know, chat some more.